Halo, halo, dzień dobry. Chodź. Dobra, zaraz ogarniemy obraz. Zaczynamy. Dobra, jest ekran. Mam nadzieję, że wszystko działa. Czy sprawdzać mi? Dźwięk jeszcze ogarniemy sobie w gierce. Można dać trochę właśnie muzykę. Dobra, no i zaczynamy, nie? Ludzie będą wchodzić. Tak, zaczynamy nową grę. O, miałem ochotę sobie w Ryzenka pograć. Będzie tak około 2 godziny jakoś. Bo to właśnie Ryzenka pograć, więc...
For longer than humanity remembers, the gods ruled. Humanity served as slaves, but life never remains in balance. Power passed to man, and man banished the gods from the world. But something was released. Something older than man has risen. Given their freedom, humanity must fight for survival. Some cling to safety, others fight. It is a time where a man's choices define him.
Okej. Krótki wstęp do gierki. Zobaczymy, co tu się dzieje. Poszukaj na plaży rozbitków. Muszę czułość sobie ustawić, okej. Topielec. Oto pierścień, brok. Solidna gałąź. Moneta. To jeszcze muszę w grze czułość zmniejszyć. Pora. Sterowa. Opcje gry. Wyszczuł. Głosy są strasznie ciche. To muzyka jest za... Ma tutaj gości w grze. Ustawienie. Tu przeszukamy rozbitków. Surowy śledź. Za na jedynkę jeszcze nie grałem. Nie najlepiej wyważona, ale w razie konieczności może służyć jako broń. Okej. Walniemy sobie to pod czwórkę. Pierścień. A tego nie mogę założyć. A jak to wygląda? Tu są nasze współczynniki. Tu jest dziennik. Zanim poszukamy rozbitków, to ja się rozejrzę tutaj po tej plaży. A już widzę jakiegoś przeciwnika. No dobra, tak się paruje. O! Tutaj leży. To jeden. Tu walka, tutaj to też. Daj się trafić. Dobra. Wykonany. Następny. Wywaliło nas jakąś plażę. Sztorm był i tyle, nie? Dobra. Weź może tą kobietę. O, maczuga. To będzie lepsze. Nie. Będzie. To jest Sara. O, czy ktoś przeżył?
Are you okay?
Yeah. But I think I drank half the ocean.
Do you remember much about what happened?
Just that strange man from the Inquisition. And the storm. He sailed us straight into it. Then he vanished. The ship must have capsized and we got washed ashore.
Looks like the poor devils over there weren't as lucky as us.
Any idea where we are?
No. Maybe it's another island.
We should get off this beach. This wreckage could draw looters and they don't like survivors. Good job you're armed. If you're ready, we should make a move. Let's look for a way inland and find some food and fresh water.
Dobra, to chwila, bo ja jeszcze tu sprawdzę teren. Możecie napisać jak z dźwiękiem. Tu jeszcze nie byliśmy. O muły. O, nóż myśliwski. To jest lepsze, to ma 12. Zbieramy wszystko oczywiście. Fajna animacja skoku jest w tym designie. Siema Forget, witam. Ale już słychać jakichś przeciwników. Powiedzcie jak z dźwiękiem, bo nie wiem czy... A, w porządku, no to dobra, to nic nie zmieniamy.
I'm ready. Shall we go?
No time like the present. There must be a path somewhere that leads inland. Let's look for one. Careful. I thought I saw something move in the trees. Get ready. Draw your weapon.
Wyprowadź Sarę w bezpieczne miejsce. Komu chowasz? O. No siema. To ten... Muszę wyczuć te ataki tutaj. Ja bym zasięgu nie miał. Dobra. Biją skubańce. Trzeba ogarnąć jakieś jedzenie. Jabłko. Potem bym sobie podsmażył. Dobra, może dam radę na takim zdrowiu. Robimy jeszcze save'a. Zapis 1. Okay. O, to co? Młody żądłoszczur. Okej. Po nim.
It must have been attracted by the smell of the bodies. At least we have some meat now. Need a fire or a stove. If I have to eat rat, I'm not eating it raw. And if we can find a pan, we can fry it. Fried meat will help restore our energy, even if it is just rat. We could really do with a few healing plants too. Perhaps there's some that grow around here. Keep a lookout.
Dobrze, spokojnie, wiem. Wiem, czego potrzebujemy, by przetrwać. Spokojnie, babeczko. Pikseloza. A, wiem, o co ci chodzi, bo to jest bitrate, tak. Tak, OBS-em streamuję. Ale jak zwiększę wam bitrate, to będą lagi. Dlatego chyba nikt nie lubi. A to jakiś wilk. Okej. Strażnik statku. Ząb. Co my tu mamy? To jest ziela. Zielony liść. Ja kiedyś podkręcałem bitrate, ale właśnie wtedy lagi zaczęły się pojawiać. Dlatego zrezygnowałem z tego. Oj, spadł mi na dół, no. Więc... O. Też pusto. Powracamy. Fajne ziele. Zbieramy oczywiście standardowo wszyściutko po drodze.
There must be people nearby. Do you think we should head for where the torches are?
Tak. Dlatego tędy idę. Przestań mnie zaczepiać. O! No i zaraz zginiemy. No jest problem. Zostaw mnie już. Będzie mnie gonił. Standardowo. Dało się tego nie. Kwantowy kodek Nvidia? Czyli jaki konkretnie mówiąc? O Boże, znowu od nowa. Dobra, to słyszeliśmy. Ale streamuję cały czas na tym samym, więc za wiele się tam nie zmieniło u mnie. Dobra, jeszcze raz trzeba tutaj roślinki pozbierać. Szybki zapis jest na F5. Chyba nie. Dobra, idziemy jeszcze tego sępa zabić. Cisza. O. Do ściany go. Dobra. Po sępie. Ja ustawiałem OBS-a na podstawie ustawień od ziemniaka. Tak powiem. On tam jest ekspertem od OBS-a. Dobra, trzeba będzie tym wilkiem jeszcze raz się zająć. Dobra, tak. To słyszałem. Jest wilk. No nie da się rozparować. Aha. Kodek, no to ja mam chyba ten kodek. Ale skoro mówisz, że jest pikseloza, to się mylę. Razu z buta, a nie? Pierdziel. Piorka, monet. To co, teraz mam się tym zająć? Aż tak to widać? Może... Może przez ten fakt ludzie nie wbijają na streama. Odstrasza ich jakoś. Ja wiem, że ani lagi, ani pikseloza nie jest dobra, ale nie widzę niczego innego, bo też bym chciał, nie wiem, na 5000 bitrate ustawić, ale wtedy macie na YouTubie 5 klatek streama. A tego chyba nikt nie chce.
Look, it's a house. Looks abandoned. I wonder what happened here.
Something must have driven the occupants away.
Whatever it was, it's certainly not warming me to this place.
Let's take a look around. We might find something useful.
You have a look inside and I'll keep a watch out here. I'll call if any more of those rats turn up.
Okej. Badaj opuszczony dom. To już w FPS-y nie mogę grać na takim bitu.
I'll need a frying pan.
A, patelnia, no właśnie. Patrzmy, co jest wokół do domu. Światła, rok. Porozwalane półki. Klucz. Aha. Wykonałem zadanie, którego nawet nie widziałem. Jaki mam bitrate? 2700. Jest patelnia, mleko, woda i kultura złota. To jest stały. To jest stały bitrate. Dobra, tutaj to tyle. Ale mogę się przespać. Życie sobie zregeneruje.
Doesn't look like there's been anyone in this house for a while. All I found was a locked chest.
Unless you have the key or a talent for picking locks, it's going to stay locked.
I've opened the chest.
Find anything useful?
Just a frying pan. Everything else is junk.
Oh well, at least you can fry up that meat. I could do with a little fried meat right now. You're probably starving too, and we can pretend it's venison.
Dobra, już gotuję. Mrożone mięso.
This smells good.
Łódko drobiowe.
Looks good.
Mrożone mięso. Ojej.
I think that's cooked.
Limit się skończy. Słuchajcie, źródło internetu muszę. 100% pakietu poszło. Właśnie. Teraz czat wróci.
Here's your fried meat.
At least if you don't think about where it came from. Hey, that's not bad.
We should head further inland.
You go on. I really need to rest. That storm took it out of me. I feel exhausted. I'm going to stay here for a while.
Okay. I'll come back and get you when I know a bit more about this place.
Don't worry about me. Be careful out there. I saw a path to the north. Looked like it led further inland. Maybe there's a village or something up there.
Rozdział pierwszy. Zakazana wyspa. Dobra, jestem. Internet przywrócony już. Mam wgląd na czat. Dobra, to co dostałem za zadanie? Widzieli na północ, aby dowiedzieć się więcej o wyspie i mieszkańcach. Dobra, najpierw się tu rozejrzę. Mam łóżko w pobliżu, więc będę mógł się przespać, jak ktoś mnie zrani. Prosty kufer. Złoto, mikstura many, kapelusz wróżki. O, zręczność +1, piła. Proszę coś. Dzięki za twoją twórczość. Oglądałem twoje pierwsze przejścia. Z czasów, gdy byłeś totalnym łokosem, a to już przy tobie stary dziad jestem, ale podobało mi się, że nie bluzgałeś, spokojnie pokazywałeś tajniki. A to cieszę się, dzięki za miłe słowa. To jakiś stary wyjadacz chyba gotikowy, co? Dzięki, że oglądałeś właśnie serię. Głodny wilk. Trzeba szybko atakować te potwory na początku, bo jak się rozkręcą, to trudno je zabić. Okej. Tym bluzganiem w ogóle to u mnie różnie. Czasami nie mogę się powstrzymać, ale staram się też nie nadużywać. Dobra, to jedziemy na północ. W razie. Zgodnie z fabułą. Tej ścieżki nie ma. Ale zauważyłem, że już ludzie zapomnieli trochę, że streamowałem, bo już aktywność na streamach coraz mniejsza. O ty! Jak mnie wziął skubany od pół, no? Nie widać tych wilków w tych zaroślach. Włócznik. Coś tu jest. A. Ja też właśnie kiedyś, zanim zacząłem nagrywać, to się właśnie inspirowałem. No to już twarda sztuka. Też 50 doświadczenia. Był. Co to jest? Tu to zapis. Jakiś grobowiec? Lata słyszę. Czmy. Ło. Ma grobowa. Była pułapka. Chowaj tą kosę. To jest skrzynia dziwna. Bramany, woda pochodzi. Bo to wino, pochodnia, same pierdoły. Mam, że coś cenniejszego to... Poszukiwać ścieżek. Coś tu jest. Słyszę to. Tu spadliśmy. Tutaj to tyle? Tam nic nie. Dobrze, zawsze jakieś to fanty się znalazło. Wyżej, o tu. Żądło szczur. Systemy walki w grach piranii to jest. W Gotiku chyba nauczyłem się walczyć. A. UHP straciłem, ale nie będę się cofał. Znajdę jeszcze jakieś... Tam są ćmy. To się trzęsie. Kule, dwie. Takie proste. No da się parować. Hej, dzięki Forget za pogawędkę. Powodzenia tam, trzymaj się. O, chodź. O. A to jakiś truposz leży, no tak. Pierwszy rzut oka nie zauważyłem. Miał przy sobie parę fantów. O proszę.
Another tomb, a grave.
Mała,
Rest in peace.
proszę bardzo, mała tarcza. Ochrona przed obuchami i ostrzami. Da. Spoko, zawsze coś na start. Ja się tu cofnąłem. A dokładnie eksplorować. A można iść dalej. O! Coś tam na górze jest, to ja już piszę. Jest jakaś chałupa. Prześpię. O, to ciebie słyszałem. Ale twardy. Jezu. Twarde bydle. Kilka zabić to już wyzwanie. Może zaraz. Awka.
Hey, you there. What are you doing here?
Proszę, jakiś gościu, Jan. No nie wy...
The boat I was on sank. I landed on the beach.
So, one of the crew survived the storms, eh? We'd heard it was just the Inquisitor. You don't look like you're with the Inquisition.
I was a stowaway.
On an Inquisition ship? You're lucky they didn't catch you and throw you overboard, or worse, turn you into one of them. Someone or something is looking out for you. And I ain't gonna mess with that. But don't stretch your luck. The White Robes catch you here, you'll be in trouble. If you want my advice, then find yourself a good weapon. You won't get far without one. There may be something around here. Have a look. Come back to me when you've found something.
No jest porządną broń. Okej. Gdzieś w pobliżu musi. Bełt. Góra. To dość porządna. Klucz do skrzyni. Pochodzi z domu po drugiej stronie drogi. Niemiecki. Góra. Dobra, to rozglądamy się. Krzesło. No to chyba do tego kufra. Klucz. Jest miecz. Pały, bełty, wytrych. Mała mapa. Pały to dobrze. Kartograf. Dobra, od razu to zmieniam. 3 więcej. I dłuższa jest to. Jan.
I found this sword.
Good. I hope you know how to use it.
Dobra, pogadajmy.
What can you tell me about this place?
What do you want to know?
Wszystko.
Looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a while. Anywhere I can get some food or pick up some gold?
Ha! Not round here at any rate. I just asked for this post so I can watch the storms. Amazing things when they blow past. Strange how they never come inland. A few weeks ago I would have sent you to Harbour Town, but not anymore.
Why not?
It's full of Inquisition. Protecting those ruins and recruiting for the damn White Robe cult at the monastery. I'm with the Don myself. We're the only ones who are still free. Living in a camp in the middle of a swamp. But freedom's freedom. I'd head to the swamp. See if the Don will take you in. Or try your luck in Harbour Town. Just stay away from the monastery.
Klasztor taki zły mówisz?
So is Harbour Town safe? What are the Inquisition doing there?
Not much at the moment. There are still some of our boys in there. They might help you out. And that White Robe lot probably won't bother you too much. I can show you the way, but believe me, you'd be better off at our camp.
You mentioned a monastery. What happens there?
The last place you want to be. It's where the Inquisition train their recruits. Brainwash them. Stay well away from there.
What's the Don got to offer me?
Meat, beer, a job. He might even train you as a fighter. You got a sword, after all. Most they'll let you have up at the monastery is a staff. Just a big stick. That's not a real weapon.
There's a girl came ashore with me. She's in an abandoned house to the south.
South? Must be the old shipwrecker's house. I'll head that way later. If she's there, I'll take her somewhere safe.
Ratuj Sarę dziczy. Super.
I could do with some help before I go. I'm injured.
So you are. There's a water barrel in the corner. Take a good drink and freshen up. You stink of seawater. If you're planning on getting hurt again, you should get your hands on a few healing potions.
Where can I find some?
Well, they don't grow on trees. You'll have to find a trader for those. There are a few traders still around.
Can you show me the way to Harbour Town?
Sure. Follow me.
To chwila. Poczekaj. Beczka chyba przywróci nam życie, tak? Wywróci. Bije się parę razy. To tam nie będziemy się teraz zapuszczać. Chyba? Chyba. A mamy tą mapę właśnie. Tam idzie się na bagno. Tam jest ten klasztor chyba na górze, na dole miasta. Dobra, to idziemy z Janem. A nie w Zdiego miasto. Ale czekaj, ja tu roślinki muszę dać. Bez nich to ja za długo nie pożyję. Czeka na mnie. O! Jest wilk. Chowaj. Tu jest to broń. A gdzie Jan? Jest.
See that farm down in the valley?
I see it.
Some of the Inquisition's minions work down there. Novices, they call them. They're apprentices to the mages in the monastery. Talk to them. They'll help you get to Harbour Town. But watch you don't find yourself accidentally recruited. You get recruited, there'll be no welcome for you at the Don's camp.
Thanks. I can take it from here.
I'm sure you can. Good luck. See you around.
To jeszcze... A, do obozu to masz. Ej, dobra. Bo w przyszłości może skorzystam. Inkwizycję, prawdopodobnie bandytów. Tego Dona. Trochę tu expa jest. To zaryzykował. Ale twarde sztuki. Dobra, nie mam szans. Tyle jeśli chodzi o te ekspienie całe, jak na razie. No co oczekiwać na początku? Zioło. Fajne. Fajna muzyczka pogrywa w tym designie. Dobra, nie będę się na razie oddalał. Skupmy się na NPC-tach. Tu ktoś jest. Thomas.
Are you crazy walking round here? What do you think will happen if the Inquisition catch you, eh?
Who's in charge here?
Brother Tristan. You can usually find him in front of the farmhouse. He's taken the farm over. He runs the place now.
I see. Are you gonna call them?
Hey, I won't give you away, but the warriors of the Order often come by here to check on things. So I'm just saying, you better be careful.
What do you do here?
I'm working in my field.
Your field?
Yeah. This one's mine and the other one on the other side of the path is Teller's. Of course, he's further along working his one. Always is. Don't know how he does it. He's already taken his whole harvest to the storehouse. But I'm afraid I won't be able to get my harvest in on time. I can't spot the ripe plants from the unripe. They all look the same to me.
Do you need help?
You serious? Well, I wouldn't say no.
And what kind of compensation would not saying no come with?
Well, I'm only a novice, so I don't have much. But if you harvest the plants and bring them to me, I'll give you a healing potion. How about that?
Okay.
Deal. I'll bring you those ripe plants.
Great. Then I might actually be able to start my mage training before this place goes completely to the dogs. Just look out for the ripe ones in my field, alright? 10 should be enough. Bring them back here, alright?
10 dojrzałych roślin, tak? Boże. Mogę to zbierać? Mogę, dobra, zboże mam mu zabrać dla niego. Nie ma problemu, gościu. To jak zrywanie rzepy na farmie Lobarta. Trzeba się przyglądać, bo dobrze się to komponuje z otoczeniem. A? No tego już nie mogę, tak? Bo to nie twoje. Boże. Jeszcze gdzieś. O kuźwa, i teraz znajdź te ostatnie. O, mamy to. Żniwa. To bardzo.
Here are your 10 ripe plants.
Thanks. Without you, I would have been in a whole world of trouble. The healing potion is yours.
How often do these warriors of the Order come up here?
The Inquisitor sends one once every couple of days. They like to keep a check on things. He picks up what we've harvested and the meat and takes it to the monastery, where they no doubt stuff their faces. If I were you, I'd hide when he shows up.
Thanks for the warning.
Okej. Czyli Inkwizycja ma wojowników zakonu. Są ci, jak ja to mówię, bandyci Dona. Tak to wygląda. Jeśli chodzi o frakcję. Dobra, tu jest Telur.
Watch your feet. There's grain growing here.
Do you need any help here?
No thanks. I could have done with you a while ago, though. Thanks anyway.
Your grain is going to be picked up soon.
Says who? Oh, it'll be Thomas, am I right? He should try working instead of chatting with strangers. My field is twice the size of his, and it still only takes me half the time to cultivate it. He makes lazy people look busy, does Thomas.
Chyba się nie lubią. To jest ten brat Tristan. Nie obrażał się, jak to wezmę. Okej, możemy sobie to... Do tego już nie mogę zbierać? Czekaj gość. Nie chcę się narażać. Prosty kufer. Ubranie tu jest, ale oczywiście... Dobra, nie możemy kraść. Stałem. Jestem.
Welcome, stranger. What's brought you to our troubled isle?
The tide. I'm a shipwreck survivor.
Well, it's a strange kind of luck that's washed you onto these shores. But I must warn you, you cannot wander freely around here. I don't mind, but the warriors of the Order are less forgiving.
Znowu ci wojownicy.
Who are you?
My name is Tristan, a novice of magic. I'm looking after this place, on the orders of the Convocation of Mages.
What is this place?
Just a simple farm. It's under the control of the Inquisition now. We cultivate the land and take care of the animals. Our work ensures the well-being of the Order and Inquisitor Mendoza's men.
Doza.
You mentioned the Convocation. What do the mages have to do with the Inquisition?
The Convocation of Mages has long had their seat here in the monastery, at the foot of the great volcano. It was a place of study and faith before the dark wave covered the land and those temple ruins had risen from the ground. And now the Inquisitor is here seeking to push back that darkness. We're very lucky he found us in our hour of need. Now the monastery not only serves as the mages' home, but also as a training camp for recruits of the Inquisition.
I see.
O proszę. Siema Węgorz, witam. Witam.
What do you think I should do next?
Well, I wouldn't recommend you wander around alone. Quickest way to the next life. Perhaps you would be best advised to let the warriors of the Order train you as a recruit. Training with the fighting staff and the basics of magic would be just the thing for you. If you're not a fighter, there are merchants in the town might have use of you. Just make sure you don't get taken in by the outlaws that Don commands. Or is it that you are interested in the higher magic that we novices pursue? That would mean finding a way to the monastery without being arrested by the Inquisitor's men. You may find someone in the town who would help you do that. The choice is yours. In any case, you will find members of each group in Harbour Town. They can tell you more. So, if I were you, I would make that my first stop.
Okej, czyli są 3 frakcje. Nie, dopiero zaczęliśmy. Rizena, gadałem tylko z tym Janem. Dobra, czyli są 3 frakcje. Bandyci Dona, Inkwizycja i klasztor.
How do you get into Harbour Town?
The law of the Inquisitor says that no one is allowed to be outside of the town without permission. The main gate of the town is currently being guarded by warriors of the Order. You can't just stroll in.
You novices must know other ways to get inside the town.
Well, yes. There is a way, but it's not easy to reach. Harbour Town has a rear entrance up to the north. As far as I know, that is guarded only by the old town guards. You could try your luck persuading them to let you in.
Okej. Proszę, ukryta ścieżka.
Do you trade here on the farm?
Trade? With who? Other than Esteban's bandits, there's nobody out here.
What about me? Will you trade with me?
I don't have much to offer, but you're welcome to look.
Okej.
I'm looking for work.
Well, there is more than enough to do on our farm. Go to my brothers and let them assign you a task. We do not have much, but we still value honest work.
Ty nic nie masz? Szkoda.
Can you take me to Harbour Town?
I can't leave my post at the farm, I'm afraid, but Brother Teller will accompany you there if you wish.
Great. Thanks for the advice.
If you're wanting help, you must be willing to provide help in return.
Okay. What should I do for you?
Talk to my brothers here on the farm and make yourself useful. Once we no longer need your help, we'll happily escort you to Harbour Town.
Okej. Pomóż w gospodarstwie nowicjuszy.
Let's trade.
Dobra, pokaż co ty masz. Trzeba się złomu pozbyć. Maczugi. Gałąź. Nóż myśliwski. To jest słabe wszystko. Popierdółki. A to nie, bo stąd coś... Okej, to jest trofeum, to można sprzedać. Pył. Aha. Coś nie pykło. Teraz. Co jest? A, lewym. Kolejna gałąź. To jest... To możemy dodać inne. Miotła. Ząb. Momenty nie bardzo. Co ty masz? Sierp, a to słabe. Mikstura za 30. Siemanerku, witam. Wszystko ok. Gramy sobie w Rizenka. Zanim będę ogarniać, kurde, materiały na jutro. Co jeszcze możemy tu sprzedać? Ten pył chyba możemy z owadów. Chyba tyle. Nie będę nic z niego kupował. Mam tam roślinki. Dokonaj wymiany. Dodam 43. No i super. No ja jeszcze nie wiem kim będziemy grali. To na spokojnie. Muszę się zapoznać tutaj ze wszystkimi opcjami. Pulpit. No, nie możemy tu biegać. A, nie było tematu. Na razie nie będę się oddalał. Będziemy jeszcze pomóc tutaj. Znaczy temu już pomogłem, tak? Tak, z niego mamy z głowy. A, ten będzie naszym przewodnikiem. Tu ktoś jeszcze jest. Samson.
Hey, how are things going here?
Not so well. Stuck in the middle of nowhere, a place where no one wants to be.
You're the happy-go-lucky, face life with a smile type, aren't you?
And you'd smile if a pack of hungry wolves was eating everything in sight. I used to have 6 pigs, and now look at what's left.
Głodne wilki.
Where do the wolves come from?
There's a small cave over there, to the north of here. I haven't been there, but I'd be willing to bet that's where their lair is.
Don't you have anyone who can protect you and your animals?
Yeah. The warriors of the Inquisition are more concerned with the gold from the temple ruins than with helping novices. We're on our own at best, at the mercy of the wolves at worst. Doesn't stop the Inquisition coming here demanding their tribute. I don't want to complain. I chose this myself. But sometimes it's exasperating.
You're being exploited by the warriors of the Order.
Well, you can't really say that. The mages bow to the law of the Inquisitor. You know, we all share the same religion, but the mages have urged us novices to stay neutral. That's why I don't have to worry about the Don's men. They know we won't do anything to them.
Hungry wolves. Just my thing.
It does you credit that you want to help me, but I have to warn you, those beasts haven't been here for several days. I figure they must be starving by now, so they'll be really dangerous.
Any good news?
Well, they're wolves, so none of them have swords. If you aren't back in 2 days, I'll assume they put you on the menu.
Great.
Okej, mamy zabić głodne wilki. Spoko, postaram się. Będą się czepiać, jak tu wejdę. Się przespał. Idź na bagna i na arena bandytów. Wygrałem w jakąś część Rizena. W 2 i w 3 grałem. W 1 tylko nie grałem. Oglądałem dawno na YouTubie, ale nic już nie pamiętam. Myślę, że nie będą chcieli mnie zabić. Przez to, że otwieram sobie ten kuferek. Czajnik. Mikstura z tych cenniejszych rzeczy. Na północy wilki mówisz? Okej. Ja mam to jakoś pokazane na mapie? Nie, ale się domyślam, gdzie są. Z dzikiem to ja nie będę zadzierał. To też nie piszcie mi masy rad na samym początku. Wszystko z czasem będziemy sobie odkrywać. Spokojnie ludzie. O, tu są. Chodź. O. Teraz trzeba go trafić. Kurwa, jak bije. O kurwa, wyjebało Bilka. Gdzie on jest? To niezły wilk. To jest ta jaskinia. Złoto. Pierdołki. To mało życia mamy. To by... Uważacie, że dobrze jest wykorzystywać rośliny? No możesz, Węgorz, pisz. Jeść te roślinki, czy zostawiać je do produkcji mikstur? Się zastanawiam. Trochę mało życia mam. Mały diament. No właśnie, tak myślałem, dobra. W takim razie pójdę się... Tak, będę musiał się nauczyć pewnie. Gdzie to jest? Alchemia, o. Jest tego trochę. Myślictwo, co to daje? A, trofea. To dobrze. Ruda. Kuwanie broni. Runy. Boje. Akrobatyka. Jest tego trochę. Będziemy pewnie walkę mieczem też. Czyli kostur jest topór. Topór to dwuręczniaki pewnie. Szkoda, że tu nie da się szybciej chodzić. Chcemy się przespać, bo ten wilk trochę nas pogryzł. Idziemy do tej jaskini znowu. Zostały jeszcze 4 wilki, to dość mocne wilki, z tego co widzę. To zapis i próbujemy. Kartografa w mieście, dobra, zobaczymy. Pojedynczo. Pojedynczo! Do ściany je tak. Pogowały się chyba. Okej. Gdzie te wilki mi wywala? Już drugi. Tu jest. Co to za trzęsienia? Ruiny chyba, tak? Się. Coś jest? Ziele. O, mapkę w jakiejś skrzyni znalazłem. Nie ma tu żadnego w pobliżu. Dobra. A, 2 ataki wilk wykonuje, dobra. Zapamiętać. Dobra. Dobra. Bęk. Po wilkach. Na normalnym gram. Standardowo. Super. Dobra, możemy teraz O, dużo monet. Ruda, rudy żelaza. To chyba jest do... Właśnie, do wytwarzania broni. Teraz jest popyt na to u kowali. Jakaś żyła chyba jest, ale nie wiem, czy to wykopię.
Wish I knew about
No
prospecting.
właśnie. Piwanie rudy jest nam potrzebne. Jak w gotiku, nie? Dużo możemy mieć rzeczy. Armor, naszyjnik, hełm, pierścionki i standardzik. Nic tu nie ominąć. A, tu już wychodzimy gdzieś. Dobra, to wracamy. Oddać questa. Będziemy mogli powoli do miasta się kierować, tak? To mi tak bardzo przypomina schemat z Gotika 2. Bandyci, Lobart, potem do miasta się szło. O, tu już stoisz.
Hey you! I have to warn you. There is a warrior of the order on the farm. So, you aren't actually allowed to be here. If he sees you, he'll have you taken to the monastery.
So what do you suggest?
We'll have to wait here until he leaves. Follow me, keep quiet, and you can hide in our storehouse. There's a bed there. Get some rest. The warrior will be gone in a couple of hours. Understand?
Right. Well, I suppose I'll have to trust you.
Great. Let's go. And make sure he doesn't see you.
Okej. Się nie chcemy, żeby ktoś nas zaciągnął. No jest, faktycznie. To idę spać po raz kolejny na to łóżeczko. To poszedł sobie?
All clear. The warrior's gone. It was a good job I saw you first, or you'd be on your way to the monastery. I'd say you got lucky there.
Those wolves are dead.
You killed them? That's a relief. I can finally sleep peacefully again. Here, take this as thanks. I could never have done that alone. I hope you'll find your way, my friend.
I hope so too.
Farewell, and thanks.
Silne leczenie, tak? Ktoś tu jeszcze jest? Dobre pytanie. Jajko. Ło, to jest ten dzik. Wolę nie podchodzić. No mów, co to za prawda? Pora do gospoda. Dobra, to co? Idziemy do Tristana powiedzieć mu. Bo wszystko już tutaj zrobiłem, co?
About your farm. The wolves in the nearby cave are dead.
It seems fate was kind to me, washing you to these shores. Take this as a reward.
Złoto i doświadczenie.
The grain harvest is finished.
Good. It's reassuring to know that if we must die, we will not die hungry. Here are a few coins. Alas, Thomas is our problem child. If he worked as hard as he moaned, he'd have completed the harvest long ago. Perhaps he should reconsider his desire to be a mage.
About your farm. Teller doesn't have anything for me to do. He finished his work a while ago.
Ah yes, Teller is our hardest worker. 2 dozen of him and our problems would be over.
I think I've done everything there is to do on your farm.
Then be on your way. And my thanks go with you. Oh, and here. These items can go with you too. And may the holy flame light your way in these dark times. Oh,
Chleb,
if you
woda i
still want to go to
mikstura.
Harbour Town, then go and see Brother Teller. He'll show you the way to the northern entrance of town.
Thanks.
Do głównego wejścia mi pokaże, tak? No dobra, no to idziemy. Zaciągnąć cię, jeśli pójdziesz przez bramę klasztoru. No tak myślałem, że siłą mnie zmuszą. Delur.
Tristan says you should take me to the rear gate of Harbour Town.
All right. But it's a long, dangerous journey. This island is far from safe, you know. So be prepared.
A jak mam się przygotować? Ja jestem chyba już gotowy. Na co mam czekać? W mieście będzie dużo questów. Dobra, to postaramy się zdobyć tą przepustkę.
I'm ready. Let's go to Harbour Town.
Stay behind me, all right?
Dobra, to co? Lecimy, nie? Za pelurem. O, jest kawał do miasta, faktycznie.
The island is full of dangers. Even this lake down here. Stay on the walkway and you should be safe. Let's move on.
Dobrze, idę mój mistrzu. Na razie nie będziemy zajmować się ekspieniem.
We have to move on.
Lecimy na atakują i tyle będzie. Potem będziemy martwić się o expa. Najpierw musimy postać jakoś rozwinąć. 20 punktów nauki.
This way, come on.
A ziółka mogę zbierać.
This is it. That way leads to the main gate of Harbour Town. I suggest you don't go down there, though. That will take you to the warriors of the Order. You want to go to the monastery to join the Order? Go that way. You don't want that? Don't go there, because they won't give you a choice.
Thanks. I think I get the point. Let's go on.
All right, we're moving.
Dobra. Miasto.
We have to move on.
U klasztor jest, tak?
If you follow this path up, you'll end up at the monastery. But the sign will tell you that, right?
That's what signs are for.
Need me to guide you further?
Tak, tak, pokaż mi.
Yes. Go on.
Come on then.
Wulkaniczna twierdza. Dobra, muszę ogarnąć te mniej więcej,
Follow me.
jak tereny się prezentują. Tu wilk. Jest tu trochę tych stworów.
You'll have to make your own way to the rear entrance of the town, but it isn't much farther. From here, keep heading south through the narrow corridor. Keep going until you reach a high cliff, then follow that. It will take you straight to the town gate.
And I can just walk in?
One of the town guards will probably be outside the gate, but I'm sure you can find a way to convince the sentry to let you pass.
Convince them? How do I do that?
If you have enough gold on you, I'm sure that will help persuade him. That's how the old guards seem to work. Corruption is everywhere.
I see.
Now I need to get back to my grain field. Good luck.
O kurde, no to co robimy? Idziemy... Ja nie mam za dużo złota, nie? Ile on będzie ode mnie żądał? Idziemy tylnym wejściem, czy na bagna? W takim razie. W sumie nie wiem. Jak z goldem i w ogóle. Czy mi się to opłaca? Jak byście doradzali, co? Jak wam muszę zaufać? Skoro w to graliście, to macie większe pojęcie. To cofamy się i na bagna? Ciekawe, czy dużo by mnie kosztowało wejście do no wiecie, ta korupcja cała. Wejść do miasta. Dużo by musiał wybulić? Tu są sępy, nimi chyba mogę się zająć. O kurwa, twarde. O, podamy. Do klasztoru na razie nie idziemy. Jezu, cały czas mnie gonią. To jest denerwujące tutaj. Potrafię odpuścić. No to idę na bagna, tak jak mówiliście. Zobaczymy, co mnie tam czeka. I tak jeszcze z pół godzinki sobie pogramy. Hej Kasia, witam. No racja. Mnie też wieki na YouTubach nie było. Dlatego się nie dziwię, że ten ogląda... O, tu ile w ogóle expa? Sępy. Dlatego się nie dziwię, że tak widownia spadła. Dobra, na bagna mówisz, tak? Że nam iść? Dobra. Polecimy. Czy tu jest w ogóle pasek jakiś z expem? Nie widzę. Nauki. Poziom drugi. A tu jest. Jeszcze trochę potrzeba do levela. Wczoraj tak sobie mówię, no chyba pogram sobie w Lizena. Co przypomniałem, że mam go z CD Action, kurde. Jak mówię, dobra, to instaluję, jutro streama odpalam, nie? Właśnie, ten może nam drogę do obozu pokazać.
All right, show me the way to your camp.
Good man. Follow me.
I tak będziemy musieli pójść i do miasta, i na bagna, żeby jak najwięcej expa zarobić. Przed wyborem frakcji. Szkoda, że expić nie mogę, no bo to twarde sztuki są te potwory. Bagno. Już tu?
Look to the north. You see the ruins sticking out of the ground?
Yeah, I've seen ones like that before.
Well, the White Robes set up a camp there. If you're smart, you won't be seen up there. Otherwise, you'll be snatched up and taken to the monastery. Do you want to be a slave or a free man?
You're really hammering this home, aren't you?
Sorry. You're right, you're your own man. Free to do what you like. Come on. It isn't much further.
Okej. Tam nie idziemy w takim razie. Akwizycji. Nie, z CD Action pełną wersję mam. Jak ograniczony czas? Dawali kiedyś w gazetce, to sobie kupiłem. Tu jakieś ruiny. No i będzie co eksplorować.
If you follow the path north, you'll come to our camp. And watch out for the hunters. The lazy beggars are always trying to get others to do their work for them.
Thanks for your help.
You've been through enough. You deserve a bit of kindness. I'm sure I'll see you around. Good luck.
Okej. Daleko nie było. Piszcie, co tam u was. Dobra, zapiszemy sobie. Tego nie robiłem sobie. Dam mu radę? Jak myślicie? O! Wądło szczur. A dam mu radę. Kurwa, jaki twardy sukinsyn. Dobra. Trzeba wyczuć te ich ataki. O, faktycznie spore te bagno. Trzymajmy się ścieżki. Z tym też bym zawalczył, ale już muszę się podleczyć. Dobra. Do ściany. Bęk. Załatwiony. Kolejne mięsko. Dobra, to idziemy na te bagno, węgorz, tak jak mówiłeś. Zobaczymy, co mnie tu czeka.
Hey, you.
Dog.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm just taking a look around.
Just messing. Have to make my own entertainment. Gets a bit boring round here. Apart from the rotworms eating people. I'd stay on the walkway and not go too far out into the swamp. Believe me, being eaten by those creatures is not the way a man should go. Hang on, I think I've got a map somewhere you can have. Although by the looks of you, you could do with a better weapon.
O, dzięki za mapę, gościu.
Where can I get a better weapon?
Depends on what you're after. Some swear by a good blade. Others prefer the heft of an axe. I'm a hunter, so I favour a bow and arrow. I've got a couple of nice specimens here, actually. For the right price, I'm sure I could part with one or two.
What do you hunt in the swamp?
Less and less. There are only a few beasties. They may look unappetizing, but you'd be surprised what our cook can do. About the only thing left big enough to feed us all is this large worm over to the west. But he's a big fella. I really need help to take him down. Probably a bit of help to keep him down after I've eaten him too.
I'm new around here. Got swept in with the tide. What can you tell me about this place?
Ah, I see. Well, then there are a few things you should know. This whole swamp area, from here to the temple in the north, it's run by Don Esteban, our leader. I wouldn't mess with him if I were you. He's got some fighters working for him that'd break your jaw as happy as look at you.
What can you tell me about the temple?
Came up from the ground about the time these storms started, and all these beasts came out of it. Never seen the like before. Indescribable they are. Our fighters soon sorted them out.
Przeszkadzaj.
Still alive.
Na podłodze coś leży.
Nie krzycz.
He's moved into the temple.
Rozbierz, tu jest tak gorąco, co ty
See
się...
him very often.
Dobra, nie mogę się skupić.
Chcesz jeść czy nie?
Nie chcę, daj mi
I say
spokój.
hunt, kill and don't ask too many questions.
Leży na ziemi, gdzie?
To leżało.
A, spadł z fotela. Dobra.
So, you haven't always been here in the swamp?
No, we used to have the whole of Harbour Town until the Inquisition came. All their magic and robes and stuff. They pushed us out here. Between you and me, I think the Don's pride took a bit of a knock. He hasn't been the same since. Most folks hate this place, but I like the fresh air. New things to hunt. Always felt too cooped up in town.
What are rotworms?
They can't really be described. Indescribable they are. They're like giant, rotting worms. You can ask Ricardo in the camp.
Okej.
What else can you tell me about the Inquisition?
Same as everyone else, really. Don't get too close to them, or you'll find yourself dragged off to that monastery. They're not right in the head. I think they do something to them up there. I'm keeping well away. I advise you to do the same.
So, what's your boss doing in the temple?
I couldn't say for sure, but he's become very keen on collecting gold at the moment. He's got diggers working these ruins, and he always gives them a share. He's good like that. I think maybe he's planning on trying to take back Harbour Town. Gold commands a lot of power around here. Maybe even more than the Inquisition with their damn cult.
O proszę.
Let's trade.
Kurwa, ale się dowiedziałem. Nikt chyba tutaj nie lubi tej inkwizycji. Dobra, coś mogę sprzedać. Diament. Możesz z niego wytwarzać pierścienie. Jakąś maczugę znaleźliśmy. O, przedmiot kupiecki. Sporo złota za to. Żebym sobie łuk kupił, kurde, co? Co myślicie? Pyla się łuk w Rizenie, czy nie bardzo? Z jego pomocą można wybijać czerwią zęby. A oczywiście nie dość będę musiał się nauczyć zdzierania zwierząt, zdobywania trofeów, to jeszcze pewnie narzędzia muszę kupić, co? To węgorz? Mam rację? Na pewno będę tego potrzebował, tak? Jak już się nauczę obdzierania ze skór. Bydła, zęby. Że się nie opłaca na razie. Dobra, to dawaj złoto tylko.
How about I help you hunt this worm?
Oh, that's good of you. Tell you what, if we kill that thing together, I'll give you 30 gold. I hope you're well prepared. Don't want your death on my conscience.
Zapisze mi się to zadanie? Kurde, nie zapiszę. Nie wiem, czy jestem w stanie go teraz zabić. Tego robala. Ale mogę spróbować, co mi szkodzi.
Come on, let's go kill this rot worm.
That's the spirit? Right. Ready your weapon and stay close to me.
Zobaczymy, czy dam mu radę. To tylko tak kozacze. O kur... Ale bydle. Bezpieczny czerw. Dawaj go, dog. Dawaj, dawaj. Dobra, do zabicia. Pluje jakimś gównem. Dobra, musi agro z niego zbierać. Właśnie. Może expa bym z niego wziął. Nice. Wieczny czerw. To był nasz cel?
See, that's what being a hunter is all about. The thrill of the hunt, the buzz of the kill. Oh, that's made my week, that has.
O, to tyle. To nie było tak źle.
I've killed that worm. You don't need to worry about it.
One less worm is no bad thing. Here, have 30 gold for your trouble. Hey, if you're going to the camp, can you take this raw meat with you? They always need food there. Just give it to Rachel, the cook. I'm gonna stay here. See if I can spot my next challenge.
Okay.
Can you teach me about hunting?
To be honest, I'm not a very good teacher. I just sort of have an instinct for it. Lewis is your man. He taught me. Ask him.
Lewis. Right.
Okej, Louis, nauczyciel polowania. Dobra, my się tam nie zapuszczamy. Wróćmy do wozu. Tu jest tak, że jak masz narzędzia, to nie potrzebujesz umiejętności, a mogę się mylić. Aha, to zobaczymy. Mrożone mięsko. Standardowo, żeby więcej życia odzyskiwać.
This smells good.
I łódko. Ale ten czas mija przy tym jedzeniu. Dobra, jest. To tutaj sobie czerwone mięso pod 4. Okej, dobra, to idziemy dalej, co? Wbijamy do obozu. Pierwsza większa lokacja. Będzie dużo rozmów, coś czuję. Ricardo, o jest. Z nim miałem pogadać.
Hey.
Hey.
Any trouble today?
No.
Expecting any?
No.
Must be fun being a guard.
Not really.
What exactly do you guard in a swamp?
Flies. The smell. The dawn.
The Don.
Back there in that temple. But my post is here. In the swamp.
Sounds like an important job. What is there around here that people need guarding from?
You must have seen them.
Seen what?
Those things.
Things?
The things from the ruins.
You ever have any problems with the locals?
Locals. They give you any trouble, you just smack them around.
Or you could try talking to them. Who's in charge here?
The Don.
Who?
The Don.
Right.
Dobra, ugadkę gościu ma.
Where is the Don?
In the temple.
Is he religious?
Ha!
So what does he do in there?
Avoids being out here.
There are ruins everywhere.
The ones that come up from the ground. The ground is warped or something.
That's where these things are.
Yeah. They're all over that excavation site in the middle of the swamp.
And?
They make me nervous.
Why?
They're disgusting.
Uh-huh. You don't talk much.
What do I want to talk for? I don't know you.
Getting anything out of you is like pulling teeth.
That's why I make such a good guard.
Dobrą magatkę.
All right, let's try this question. Tell me more about these things. The ones in the excavation site.
They're disgusting. Big insect things. I wish someone would get rid of them.
I can. You must have picked up some skills to be a guard.
I know how to fight, and I can handle a crossbow.
Can you train me?
To fire a crossbow? All right. But it will cost you.
Nie, kusze to nie.
I'd need paying. Say 30 gold coins.
30? Yeah. It's worth that to get rid of those things. They're disgusting.
Keep my gold warm. I'll be back for it.
Okej, obrzydliwe owady. Co mogę zrobić ze sznurem? A, usiąść. No spoko. Dobra, to kontynuujemy zbieranie zadań. Domingo.
What do you want?
Man like you has clearly seen some action.
Well, you know, I don't like to boast, but I've crushed a few heads. If you want to eat here, you have to work. You want a free ride? Try those white robes at the monastery. They'll give you a free ride all the way to their excavation camps. And keep your paws off other people's stuff while you're here, or you'll lose your paws.
Spoko, spoko.
I don't know. What do I want?
You were looking at me.
I'm new here. I'm just getting to know people.
If you don't know I'm the best fighter in the camp, then you ain't been here long enough for me to care.
O Jezu, jaki... Na oprych. Podwładny. No to z nim zase pewnie pogadam.
I'm sure you have plenty to do.
Czy tutaj coś jest? Zanieść surowe mięso. Nie mogę wchodzić, co nie? No. Brogar.
Hey.
Did I look like I wanted to talk to you?
Whoa there. Someone shoot your dog?
Stupid and mouthy don't wash well round here, especially not from workers.
So you're in charge here?
Nah, they just like me to stand around looking pretty. I'm in charge of the fighters. They're the ones that beat the shit out of lazy workers. Now enough questions. I'm hungry. Bring me a haunch of fried meat from Rachel, the cook up by the smithy. Bit snooty, but a looker. The Don's a lucky man. Of course, with him in that temple all the time, she might need a bit of company.
No dobra. Nie będę się sprzeciwiał.
Hey.
Sam.
I've not seen you before. Who are you? A fresh-faced young man eager to experience the thrill of an outlaw's life?
Maybe.
I can't think why else you'd be here. There are warm ale houses and welcoming brothels in the town. Food and indoctrination at the monastery.
Are you a woodcutter for the camp?
Just because I'm cutting wood doesn't mean I'm a woodcutter. Actually, I'm a hunter. My lads and I provide meat for the camp.
So you lead the hunters?
Normally, yeah, but as you can see, I've got vital woodcutting work to do. So right now, my hunters are running wild like free spirits. Or they think they are.
Shouldn't you get someone else to cut the wood?
I'd love to, believe me. But Brogar would nail me to a tree if I left this wood unsawn.
And you're his personal woodcutter?
For my sins.
Why does he want you to do it?
I tangled with him, and now I have to pay. We live by Brogar's laws out here.
Brogar's laws? Not the Don's?
The Don wants me to hunt, Brogar wants his fire stoked. You judge who's really in charge.
Why don't you stand up to Brogar?
Him and all his fighters, you mean?
How can I become one of the Don's men?
Firstly, I need to tell you a couple of things. The Don's a powerful man. Well, he was. Since we've been in this swamp, he's hidden in that temple. Hasn't been out for weeks. His wife Rachel's been trying to run the camp. She's the one you need to impress if you want to meet the Don.
Rachel. Right.
Before you charge up to her, you need to be aware of...
Brogar?
You're learning.
No. Gadałem z nim przed chwilą.
Why can't I get to talk to the Don himself?
If you can't get Rachel on your side, maybe you could get past the guard at the temple. Maybe.
Sounds like it could be worth a try.
True, but it's a long shot. Rachel might be your best way in.
Brogar is a big fish in a small pond.
And those are giant words. So big, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I know some people wouldn't have a problem if he disappeared.
I won't be responsible for what Brogar would do to you.
Let me worry about that.
You should worry. But you're serious, aren't you?
No proszę. Oczywiście teraz mu się nie sprzeciwimy, ale może kiedyś.
What would I have to do to deal with him?
If you work for him, do what he tells you and listen to everything he says. It will let things slip. But you do know what you're proposing is dangerous.
I need some better armor.
You won't find it out here. There's only workers' clothes here.
Well, what about your armor? Where did that come from?
Armor for the hunters and fighters comes from the Don. But you won't get close to that if you're not accepted as one of us.
Right, so I've got to join the Don's gang first.
Tak.
All right. Where can I get workers' clothing?
Hawkins is your man. He's one of the Don's lieutenants. He's in charge of the workers.
Okej. Dobra. To niezły questik się zapowiada z tym gościem. To jest Hawkins. What?
Haven't you got nothing better to do? Hey, you don't look like the rest of the Don's men.
Me? I'm the one the rest of them treats like dirt. Day in, day out, me and my workers try our best. And they need us, the bosses. But do they realize that? I wish they'd come and see what it's like. See if they like being eaten by swamp worms.
Are you in charge of the workers here?
Yeah, I'm supposed to oversee the workers at the excavations. But morale is so low that the men don't care anymore.
Why is it so bad here?
We keep losing men to the worms. And there are even worse fates too. I'd rather be anywhere else. But we have to collect anything made of gold and take it to Beppo. We didn't expect to have to fight the monsters here. We're not trained for it. And that bastard Brogar should be protecting us. But do his fighters ever come and help? Do they, hell? Too drunk, most of them.
So the excavations have stopped.
They won't be happy when they find out. The Don's supposed to be a fair man, but Brogar isn't, and he should be protecting us. If any of my men were good at fighting, they'd have gone long ago. They'd be living it up in the bars and brothels of Harbour Town.
O proszę.
If I'm going to take action, I'll need better armor.
I can give you workers' clothes, that's all. And you'd have to pay. After all, you're not a worker. Why should I clothe you?
We're all stuck on this island in this swamp together. We might as well help each other. I'll see if I can get your workers back to work.
You won't. If I can't, what chance does a stranger have?
I can talk to Brogar for you.
Don't. It'll only cause trouble. We've tried everything. Brogar's not going to listen to you.
Robotnicy mają wrócić do pracy. Tam, gdzie jest taki kawałek wyjałowionej jasnej ziemi, to tam może być skarb. Dobra, no zaraz poszukamy. Kończmy rozmowę.
What can you tell me about Brogar?
Nothing. I'm not telling you anything. I don't want trouble.
Are any of your workers around?
They should all be at the excavation site. But that doesn't mean they will be. You'll recognize them. They'll be wearing workers' clothes, even if they've got no intention of working. Uncontrollable, most of them. That's what the swamp and being ignored does to you.
O kurde. Da się, jak to się stało.
How did you end up in charge of the workers?
Don't think I volunteered. No way. The Don pointed his finger at me and said, "You will oversee the excavations." And that was it.
So the Don doesn't take no for an answer. Maybe I can do something to help. How many excavation sites are there?
3. 1 east of the temple, and 2 right in the middle of the swamp. Look for the artifact crates. They mean you're in the right place.
Right. You've already got trouble.
Yeah, but I'm not dead. I'd rather take my chances with the worms than get Brogar angry.
Brogar can't be that bad.
Brogar is all bad. Ask the hunters. They'll tell you what he's capable of.
Well, I offered to help.
Kurde, to widzę tutaj wszyscy przepadają za Brogarem. Lorenzo. Z tym gadaliśmy, nie gadaliśmy. Craig.
Hey, lost are you? Don't you worry about it. I'll take care of you.
Who are you?
Craig. And if you want a fortune in gold, I'm your man.
Your job is to distribute wealth.
Exactly. I arrange little wagers, you give me your gold, and you could double it.
What odds do you offer?
Ah, you're interested. Ha, listen up, I'll explain. You give me a sum in gold. If you win, I'll pay you back double.
And if I lose?
There are no losers, only future repeat gamblers. I'll just keep your gold warm until you want to try and win it back.
And can I be sure you'll pay out if I win?
Oh, you of little faith. I'm hurt. If I wasn't honest, do you think I'd last 2 minutes around here?
How do I place a bet?
Oh, nothing easier. We bet on anything here. Who'll be the next worker to get eaten by a swamp creature? The next winner in the arena? Anything. You can even bet on yourself. If you want to go into the
Spoko, Węgorz, dzięki za obecność.
People fight for gold.
Don't sound so surprised. People have fought for gold since time began. There's a small arena over in the west. That's where it happens. I bet you're worth a gamble. Tough-looking fella like you.
Is there somewhere round here I can train for combat?
I wouldn't normally do this, but I'll train you if you like. Always good to get the inside skinny, in case you go into the arena.
Tell me more about the arena.
It's all friendly, just a few bruises and broken limbs. It isn't to the death. It's where we train and test ourselves. If you fancy a fight, just challenge one of our fighters. If he accepts, he'll go into the arena with you. The fight starts when both willing volunteers are in the arena with their weapons drawn. The first fighter to go down loses.
That's clear enough. Which of the fighters here are the best?
Based on recent form, Ricardo's a loser. Lorenzo isn't too sharp either. Used to be alright. Faded a bit these days. I'd say Domingo is probably the best in camp.
I want to improve my fighting skills.
O, ty uczysz siłki. I o, jest poziom drugi. Złoto i punkty nauki. O, sporo. Sporo żądasz. Lorenzo.
I don't like faces I don't know well. And your face is too pretty. Slap some makeup on you and you could work the brothels.
You know I'm new here then?
Shiny skin, gormless expression. You're not the first. It's the heap of gold in the temple. It sucks in idiots like flies to shit. But there's no one round here that wants to split their share of the Don's gold any further.
You're a fighter, right?
I took the advice my teacher gave me. Find something you like and make it your job.
Where did the Don get all his gold?
See that temple? We took it. And guess what? It was full of gold and artifacts and stuff. Now it's full of guards, an ogre, and surrounded by us. There are temples all over the island. Why don't you bugger off and find your own?
What's the Don going to do with the gold? Invest in swampland?
We might be stuck here now, but we're not going to be here forever. Once those religious nutcases are gone, Harbour Town will be ours. Then you'll see.
What are the Inquisition doing in the town?
Pretty face. Shame you're thick as pig shit with it. They only need the town to give them a supply route. The real work happens in the monastery. Fuck knows what they do up there.
And you don't think it would be a good idea to find out?
You're the nosy fucker. Why don't you knock on the door and ask them? Let's see how many questions you've got after they work you to death in the temple ruins.
Live here, die there. You know, there's an ocean full of beautiful desert islands. You just walk in and take the gold from the temple ruins.
Yeah, it's that simple. Go on, try it. Then you'll see the beasts that come charging out of those ruins. You have to deal with them before you get to the shiny stuff.
So you've cleared all those creatures out of the ruins?
Keen to see them, are you? All right. We'll go to a temple ruin nearby. You help me deal with the creatures there, then you can get your share of the gold.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. We clear the place and split the rewards.
How do we split the gold?
50-50.
You've got a deal.
Good. Follow me.
Czuję, że wkręca nas. Ale niech mu będzie. To idziemy do tych ruin. Zobaczymy, czy miał rację. Łopata. Jest tu tego trochę.
Now, no one can see us here. So let's have ourselves a little chat.
What about?
I've met people like you. Troublemakers.
A, chcę walczyć.
Can we talk about this?
I don't want to talk. I want you gone. Permanently. Every scummy weasel that turns up here costs me a share of my gold.
Right. So we're not here for the temple.
You're getting the picture. It's just you and me. And you're gonna give me your gold.
Dobra. Trudno. Dałem się trochę wkopać.
If this is about gold, have it. Here.
You think you can win me over like that? With gold? Well, you're right. Give it here. Now, consider our relationship over.
Boże, ojebał mnie na 50. Trudno, i tak bym nie miał z nim szans. Po co miałbym próbować? Chyba rozmowa nie poszła tak jak powinna. Ja się teraz tu rozejrzę. Wejście do świątyni. Myśliwe. Tu jest ta cała kucharka. O, jest Rachela. Pepo.
Hey. Hey, what? You better be from Hawkins. I need those crates moving.
What crates?
The ones full of artifacts? What else are we moving? Damn Hawkins. His workers should have delivered them by now. I knew it was too much responsibility for the old coot.
What's in these artifact crates?
Puppies. Artifacts, what do you think, genius? Everything that's dug up from the ruins gets crated up. But keep your mitts off them. If you're looking for gold, then do some work. You dig for the Don, then you'll get your share.
I'll think about it. So you're in charge of moving boxes, right?
They're not just any old boxes. They're full of artifacts from the excavation sites. They get dug up, they come to me, and then they go to the Don.
Oh, so you're not even moving boxes for yourself, then?
When you get an important role here, then you can make jokes. Until then, shut your bleeding mouth.
I've just arrived here. I'm not from anyone.
Lazy, more like. Bet you've never done a decent day's work in your life.
Let's talk sensibly. I could help you get your crates.
Think you can? All right. We'll get going and get them moving.
No sense in asking if you know the magic word.
What magic word? Here, you're not with that Inquisition lot, are you? Look, I'll have no magical nonsense around here.
To za debil.
Where are these crates you want moved?
At the excavation site, but they should be here. I swear, those workers are being slack just to wind me up.
Okej, skrzynia z wykopalisk. Ja bym się poszedł przespać. To szybko.
Oi, that's my bed.
Nie mogę. Dobra. Bywa. Pogadajmy z nią.
Waif and stray looking for pity? Or fortune hunter looking for gold? Looks like I've got another mouth to feed.
Are you the cook?
Amongst other things, you have to be adaptable in these times. One day you've a sword in your hand, the next a ladle. And the cooking relaxes me, if you call stirring wild boar and brugelweed cooking. Sorry, forgotten my manners. I'm Rachel. Here, new mouth, take this meat. Freshly cooked.
Dzięki.
How are things around here?
Perfect. I don't know why we didn't move out of the town into the swamp earlier. The Inquisition are sucking the life out of the town, but this swamp is sucking the life out of us. We used to be close, all of us. Everyone made their share, worked for their share. Now it's falling apart. And with Esteban in that damn temple, I'm the one trying to hold it together.
Why do you think things are falling apart here?
It's those ruins. They've got everyone's mind on treasure. Even my Esteban. The whole place is being dug up. Although I'm certain that not everything that's being found is being delivered to the camp. Esteban makes sure that all the workers get a share of the gold. He's very fair like that. But someone is looking to line their own pockets.
O, ciekawe kto to.
Who do you think it is lining their own pockets? And what would happen to them if you knew who it was?
He'd be dead. Esteban's not a forgiving man.
So it seems. Can I help?
And why would you want to do that? What do you want, new mouth? Lazy cutthroats, idle thieves, and mosquitoes. Why do you want in on this?
To nieźle.
You think the Don is losing control?
He's a complicated man. The Inquisition's takeover of Harbour Town shook him up badly. All we've got is this place, and it's fragile, especially at the moment. I really don't need someone stirring up trouble.
You sound like you need help. What if I help out?
You do that. But, well, if you really want to stick your hand in this beehive, you're welcome to. We can certainly use the help. Everything seems to have ground to a halt. Go to the camp lieutenants and see what sort of problems they're having. That should help you get a picture of what's happening here. Maybe we can root out the source of this rot before it reaches Esteban.
Okej, muszę wykonywać zadania w obozie, żeby zyskać jej przychylność.
Rogar wants a haunch of fried meat.
And he sent you to get it for him? Lazy devil. Well, I've already given you some meat, so you can sort Brogar out yourself.
I need to talk to the Don.
Join the queue. I'm thinking of joining it myself. You can talk to me. When Esteban's busy, and he's always busy, I'm in charge.
Noted. But can you get me in to see him?
No. Look, he needs time alone to think. I'm always having to turn people away, even his good friends. Why would I make an exception for a newcomer?
O kurde. Pan Bartek, witam. Siemano. Co tu powiedzieć?
I don't trust the Inquisition. I want to join Don Esteban's gang.
Another person without a home. I don't even recognize you from Harbour Town. Are you sure you're not with the Inquisition, new mouth? If you want to stay, then you'd better make yourself useful. Everyone needs to pull their weight here, and no one gets to see Esteban unless they have something valuable or important for him.
Oko. What? Dobra, przespałbym się gdzieś. Oscar.
Are you the local blacksmith?
Blacksmith? I look like I spend my days making fucking horseshoes. I'm a pewterer, a gilder, a worker of fine metal. And I'm not looking for an apprentice, particularly one that doesn't know the difference between a metal worker and a smith.
Do I look like an apprentice?
You don't look like you've got the coin to be a customer. What you want?
Do you need help? I'm looking for work.
No one here looks for work. The only thing people here look for is gold. And you don't look like you're any different.
I'm looking for new weapons.
Looking is for losers. Paying gets you the goods.
Do you work with gold?
Gold. Gold. Nothing but gold. You just see the money in it, don't you? Well, there's no point you thinking about getting wealthy here. Every crumb of gold out there belongs to the Don.
Gdzie byłeś, jak cię nie było? Aj, dużo się działo. Już nie ma tyle czasu na streamerkę co kiedyś. I tak się dziwię, że dzisiaj się udało te 2 godzinki pograć w Ryzenka. Przy okazji właśnie sprawdzić, czy ktoś wpadnie na streamka.
Everyone has to give their gold to the Don.
If you know what's healthy for you, once a month you have to take the Don his share.
And how much is his share?
You see anyone round here looking wealthy?
Not unless mud is the local currency.
Well, you should see the gold he has in his temple. Hordes of it. Ha! I can see that look in your eye. Fancy a slice, do you? You'll end up in pieces with those thoughts in your head.
Bo to o tym nie pomyślałem.
How do I get to see the Don?
What do you want to see the Don for? Try standing on a tree outside the temple. You're not going to get closer than that.
There must be some way to see the Don. Something he wants.
If it doesn't glitter, he doesn't give a toss. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he had his wife gold-plated.
Is there something he wants then? Something in gold he doesn't have?
We found a sword pommel. Beautiful bit of work. Supposed to belong to some garrison commander before he pissed off an ogre. You find the blade for that.
Koła głównie.
The Don'd kiss your hairy ass. Fuck it, I would too.
Where can I find this sword blade the Don wants?
If you believe the stories, the ogre dragged the garrison commander off where those temple ruins are. If anyone has found anything there, they're bound to shoot their mouth off. Particularly seeing as those bits of blade will be covered in gold. There's a pisshead called Lewis, reckoned he'd seen something, but he's a sack of shit.
Hej, może to znajdę.
So you want to restore the sword for the Don?
If I can get all the pieces. Can't do jack shit without all the pieces.
Have you got any sword blanks?
It's just what I got here. My stock of ore is empty. You bring me some iron ore, I can make you some blanks.
I'll find the blade the Don wants.
You want to look for it, be my guest. But you take one piece of that blade for yourself, one bit of glittering gold, I'll hear about it.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Oto odłamki lasu.
What have you got to trade?
Ło! Jakie kosy ma. Drewniana tarcza, to już lepsze. O, ma trochę tego. Płot. Topór. Ale jak mamy topór, to pewnie nie mogę dwuręczniaków, tarczy nosić. Trochę siły potrzeba, ulala. Leta. 20. 15 siły. No masz tutaj parę rzeczy. Dobra, ja nie wiem ci co sprzedać. Jego możemy rudę wymieniać. Chciałbym się przespać, ale... O, dobra. Tutaj mogłem. Już się ciemno robiło. Dobra, jeszcze pogadamy sobie. Mamy trochę tych zadań. Plus bandyt. No jest tego trochę. Dobra, idę zanieść te mięso, które dostałem tak naprawdę dla siebie. Ale na razie będziemy współpracować z tym blogarem, bo wygląda na silnego.
Here, a haunch of fried meat.
Good. You wouldn't want to see me when I ain't been fed.
You seem to be a man who hears a thing or two. Have you heard anything about a broken sword blade?
What good is a sword in pieces to anyone? Worthless junk. Only one who'd be interested in that is that blacksmith. And you, apparently. What's that about, then?
Do you know where the pieces of the sword blade are?
I know where one piece is. I've got it. Question is, what will you do to get it?
O proszę, o ty gnoju. To co, był w ruinach?
Got any proper work for me?
Are you actually good for something, little fish?
Easy to be cocky with that weapon and fancy armor of yours.
No, it's all the bodies I buried that make me cocky. 2 of my boys are supposed to be guarding the eastern swamp farm, but Clay's been lazing around the campfire. Go and see him. Make sure he takes over from Phil before Phil rots up there. Simple. I'm not losing another man to this fucking swamp.
Do you boys do anything other than stand about all day?
They're guarding. What do you expect? When it comes to standing around all day, these guys are the best. Trained killers, though, the lot of them. And if those creatures from the temples march in here, you'll be damn glad of them. So, show a little respect.
The fighters answer to you, right?
Yeah. Most of them owe their lives to me. One way or another, they know not to mess with a big fish.
So you know where they are at all times?
Course. Well, usually. One of them has gone missing. Dorgan was on an errand for me, down in the swamps. The pillock's probably got himself lost. Or eaten. Or he's chasing wenches again. Never could keep his mind on the task in hand.
Proszę.
I'll look for him.
When I get my hands on him, he's gonna be emptying piss pots for the next month.
Zawinęło ze złotem.
Get Clay to take over from Phil. Sounds simple enough.
The farm's over to the east. As it's a simple job, I'll assume you'll get it done.
Hawkins says you're meant to be protecting his workers.
Hawkins says, does he?
You promised Hawkins if he paid, you'd protect him.
You worried about him. You protect him.
Right. You're a real man of honor.
To tyle się. Dobra, bo ja tutaj zadania. Wszyscy robotnicy nasze robocze ubranie zwykle można je znaleźć na list. Zabij dla Ricarda owady. Szkoda, że tu nie pokazuje, gdzie są. O, mapa zadania. O, super. W końcu. To jest Ricardo, to są owady. A to te. Zobaczymy, czy dam im radę. Zapis 5. Okay. Zobaczymy, co takie twarde. Tu zaraz awansujemy, trzeba coś z punktami robić. No chodź. Dobra. Okej, drugi. No, da się je zabić, tylko... Jak atakują... Kurwa, no nie wyszło. Nie ogarniam czasami tej walki tutaj. Dobra, ale są do zabicia, więc... O, 3 strzały, kurde, padają. O! Aha, teraz nienacka. Tak, wszystkie naraz najlepiej. No. Dobra. To mój exp, wypadł. Dobra, zbieramy. Udało się. Pilnowały czegoś. Jest kuferek. Bełt, wytrych, pochodnia. Odłamek miecza, o. Właśnie, tego szukamy. 1 na 5.
I'll need some raw meat to fry.
Dobra, nie mamy mięsa. Darmowy exp. O, jest kilo w końcu. Super. Kolejny odłamek. Jakiś. Coś słyszę, jakby pełzało. To jest coś dużego. O kurwa, co to jest? O, ja nie chcę z tym walczyć. Dobra, spadamy. Ciekawe, jak długo będzie mnie gonił. A, no tak. Dobra, trochę się wkopałem. Dalej mnie gonią. Dobra. Tym mogę handlować. Tak, muszę pamiętać, że tu jest sporo do zabicia. Jeszcze nie jestem taki twardy. Dobra, powiedzmy do Ricardo o tych stworach.
Job done. You needn't worry about those things in the excavation site anymore.
You killed them? Right. 30 gold coins, wasn't it? Worth every one.
Thanks. Pleasure talking to you.
Right.
I'll look forward to our next conversation.
Okej. To mamy zrobione. Rachel jest pewnie przynajmniej jedna osoba w obozie próbuje się wzbogacić. Ważne, że jeśli porozmawiasz z ludźmi i pomożesz porucznikom, być może zdobędziesz jakieś informacje. Okej, trzeba pogadać z Brogarem, Samem i Hawkinsem. Tam.
Can you teach me to hunt?
Sure you wouldn't rather chop wood?
I was thinking more of hunting.
Then you're talking to the right man.
About Brogar. How does Rachel feel about him?
She's soft. Brogar bullies her, and she's like that even though the Don's behind her.
Who knows about Brogar and wouldn't mind talking to me?
Talk to Lewis, one of my hunters. He knows a few things, more than you'd think. Start with him, see what he says.
I heard that Brogar was supposed to take care of the workers.
Brogar takes care of himself. That's nothing new and won't help you much at the moment.
Załatwiliśmy.
Can you
Łowiectwo, zręczność, skradanie się. O właśnie, trofea. Zbieranie zabitych. No tego to bym się nauczył. 100 golda, 5 punktów. Dobra, dawaj. Umożliwia ci zbieranie zabitych zwierząt, cenniejsze trofea.
Show me how to gut animals.
You slit the prey from the head, then you pull the hide from the body. With the right equipment, you can also remove animals' horns. Many hunters will sell you the necessary.
No właśnie, tak myślałem, że potrzeba tych. Ale to do tam pił. Co on powiedział? Kłufi. Dobra. Tego nie chcę. On się walki nauczył. Po zadaniu. Prawa artefaktu. Pilne by skrzynie z wykopaszkami trafiły do... Dobra, no to... z tym...
Leave me be.
A, tu był ten gościu, faktycznie, jakże Lorenzo biegł, to widziałem tutaj tego gościa.
You look relaxed.
The busy mosquito is snatched at dawn. The happy snail does nothing but yawn. We're in a swamp. What's there to make an effort for?
The Don just lets you relax.
Never see him. Beppo's always chasing us to hump crates round. All that effort for what? A pile of old crap. Hawkins is my boss, and if Hawkins doesn't care, Beppo can go screw himself. And Hawkins doesn't care about anything.
Right. Hey, Dwight, you need to start shifting those crates over to Beppo.
And who are you to be telling me what to do?
O Jezu, znowu będzie bitka.
Hawkins, he's not happy with you standing around.
Really? Then he should come here and tell me personally. But he won't. So, save yourself the effort. Maybe later, all right?
Ty gnoju. Mogę jakoś przekonać. O, klaj. Ten śpioch. Czepiają się, że to będzie. Ty gościu, zmiana.
You look tired.
And you look ugly. Piss off.
What are you doing here?
I'm admiring the view. Great view. That's why we get all these tourists.
Ha! That and the friendly locals. Shouldn't you be standing guard by the swamp farm?
Piss off.
I don't care what you think of Brogar, but you see, now I am telling you to get out on guard duty.
You are.
Czyżby walka?
The fire might keep you warm, but some gold coins will keep you warmer.
See, I was thinking hot, not warm. Add another 10 and we're in business.
Dobra, masz.
10? All right, here's 10.
Pleasure doing business with you. Consider that swamp guarded.
Idź, idź. Płaciłem tylko 20 sztuk złota, więc nie tak źle. Okej, to zrobione. Znajdź Dorgana, jednego z żołnierzy. Będziemy musieli tutaj pozwiedzać. Teraz. Dobra, idę pogadać z Brogarem. Oczywiście ja to robię tylko po to, żeby potem jakiś haczyk na niego znaleźć.
Clay's taken over from Phil on guard duty.
Good. Pair of useless assholes.
Tylko 25, albo... Miernie. Piątka złota. Z Hawkinsem już nie mogę pogadać?
That worker, Dwight, really doesn't care about your orders.
He's a lazy sod. And Beppo will go mad if he doesn't get those artifact crates soon.
What do you suggest?
Someone needs to give Dwight a beating. That's what I'll get for him not working.
About time you took that attitude.
Me? I'm not a fighter. I'm not doing it.
And you wonder why things are like they are.
Ja muszę go sprać. Ja bym chciał się siły nauczyć. Nie... To są nauczyciele jacyś. Usza... O, trening siłowy, o właśnie. Podszkoliłbym się właśnie 10. Gdzie on stoi, ten gość? Już był tutaj na moście. Tu jest.
Have you come across a piece of a sword blade?
The one Oscar's trying to piece together. He wants to make a sword for the Don, I believe.
And?
And I might have a piece of it. Oscar tried to buy it from me, in fact. But he wasn't offering enough, so I thought I'd hang on to it.
Will you sell me your piece of the sword?
It'd have to be for, no less than 100 gold.
I'll give it some thought.
That's the deal.
I want to...
Boże, ile to wymaga. lepszych broń, dzięki niej zadajesz również większe obrażenia. Dobra, nauczę się. Raz. Kurwa, coraz drożej. Dobra. Trochę poświęciłem golda, ale gdyby mogli lepsze bronie nosić. Co tu jeszcze jest do zrobienia? Sporo osób ma te odłamki. No właśnie, to jest powiązane oczywiście. Coś, czego pragnie, to nie zainstalować złotym mieczem. A no tak, no. Śliwy, water. Car.
Craig has a piece of the sword blade the Don wants.
So he says, but that bastard won't part with it cheap if he has got it.
You knew he had a piece of the blade.
Nothing happens in this camp without someone mouthing about it.
But you want me to pay for it?
Either that, or you just take it from him.
And taking it from him is that simple.
Give him a serious pounding. Then when he's on the ground, you take it. Sounds pretty fucking simple to me.
And no one's going to be upset by that?
Well, it's not going to upset me, but he's already an ugly enough bastard. Who's going to notice?
A, to jeszcze nie jestem taki twardy.
By the way, Brogar is refusing to help the workers. They're being attacked by the creatures in the swamp.
That sounds like him. Wouldn't want to risk his precious fighters to protect the workers. This is all grist to the mill. Keep an eye on him. There's bound to be more.
More? It doesn't look like anyone is doing their job in this camp.
About your camp.
So who are the lieutenants here?
If you can't find that out yourself, how are you going to help me? Just go and talk to everyone. You'll find them. You'll soon see who's in charge and who thinks they are.
I was told you're short of food. You need more meat?
Finally, someone who wants to do some work. Yes, I need 10 haunches of raw meat. You bring me the meat, and I'll put a little gold your way.
I never say no to gold.
Don't just stand around.
Nie ma?
Be off with you.
Mam smażone mięso.
I can't help you anymore.
To jest. A surowego. Żebym trochę się zapędził.
I'm sure you have things to
To jest
deal with.
Bepo, tam nie wejdę. Chwilę pobiegać i kończymy. To arena? Nie mam hajsu na lepszy miecz.
Not right now.
To na arenę?
You have things to deal with.
Jest arena faktycznie. Za słaby na tych ludzi. Ja tu nie powalę tego Domingo i tak dalej. Ktoś siedzi. Branon. Oto mikstura. Dobra, pogadajmy z Branonem.
What are you doing up here?
Hiding.
Doesn't anyone do anything in this camp?
Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a worker. Man of the earth, me. There's nothing fancy about moving soil round, but work is what I do best.
Tell me about your work.
About digging? Well, like I say, it may be dirty work, but someone's got to do it. You fancy trying? Just look for a sandy spot in one of the excavation sites, then you stick your shovel in the ground and dig. Who knows? You might even find something.
So, what are you hiding from?
Work.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like to be working, only I can't. You see all these huge insects turned up at the excavation site? I'm not going back to work while they're still there. I like my job, but I'm not going to die for it.
What do you know about a sword? A golden one?
Well, I've heard stuff. And I thought I may have found a piece of it back at the excavation site.
Have you still got it?
I was about to dig it out when those insects came.
I wonder if it's still there. Which fighters are responsible for protecting the excavation site?
Just Ricardo, but I've not seen him there for a while. Don't think he cares much about us workers.
He'll care if the work doesn't get done, and he ends up doing it. I'll have a word with him.
Okay. But don't tell him I told you. He's almost as bad as those creatures.
You can go back to work. The insects are gone.
Are they really gone?
Gone. Dead. Deceased.
Okay. You seem like the honest type. I best be getting back to work then.
Aha. To było szybkie. Chodzi o te insekty oczywiście, co... O te owady oczywiście, nie? Co jest? Nie wiem, czy powinienem tam iść. Ten tu się czaił. Trzeba pogadać z Ricardo.
Aren't you supposed to be protecting the excavation site in the swamp?
I am.
The worker, Brannan. He says he's been waiting forever for you.
I don't care about workers.
I can see why they made you a guard.
O doświadczeniu dostałem.
I'm afraid none of the fighters will come to help you.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. For fighters, they aren't very keen on fighting. Thanks for trying, though.
Okej. Dobra, to będzie na tyle chyba. Okej. Kończymy, dobra. Na razie ludzie. Siemano.